Welcome to Lingua Latina Tutorials with Mr. K. This is Chapter 36, Lesson 1, Exercises. Here we have practice with converting active to the passive voice. We have examples here. Alti muri Romam cingunt, high walls encircle Rome. And in the passive, that would be Rome is encircled by high walls. Roma altis muris cingetur. So we're going to practice. If it gives us the active, we'll go to the passive. If it gives us the passive, we'll go to the active. So we have magnum incendium templum Jovis consumpsit. A huge fire devoured or destroyed the temple of Jove. And so what we want to say here is that the temple of Jove was destroyed or was consumed by a huge fire. So by a huge fire, magno, want the ablative, incendio, templum stays in the nominative, the temple of Jove, Jovis. And now we want the passive form of consumpsit. So the perfect passive is consumptum, and we want it to match the templum, so it's consumptum. So consumptus aum. Consumptum est. Consumptum est means was destroyed. Okay, so try the rest of those, converting active to passive and passive to active. And let's look at exercise 2. Exercitium secundum, our vocab exercise. Make sure you've read carefully through the passage so you can provide the new words. Ex urbe antiquissima, quae a forma moenium Roma blank vocabatur, nihil blank super est. So from the very ancient city, which was called from the form of its walls Roma quadrata, square Rome, nothing remains. And we know there's a new word we just learned in this chapter for super est, to survive, and that was restare. So restat. Nothing survives. Nothing remains. Restat. Okay, let's try exercise 3. This is a new way to form indirect statements. Indirect statement, the way we've learned it before, is like they say that, and then we have an accusative subject with an infinitive main verb. There's another way to do that by using a passive of dicere or narrare, like it is said that. And if you use that form, dicatur, it is said that, then the subject stays nominative, but the verb does go into the infinitive, like indirect statement. So here's an example. Mercury is the messenger of the gods. People say that, or think that, Mercury is the messenger of the gods. Here we have the accusative subject and the infinitive. But if you say it this way, Mercury is said to be the messenger of the gods, see that nuntius does not go into the accusative. It stays nominative, but the verb does go infinitive, like esse. Another example, Romulus killed his brother. Romulus, they say that Romulus killed his brother, and that's the true indirect statement. And then the other version here, Romulus is said to have killed his brother, or it is said that, and Romulus stays nominative, he killed his brother. So here's some practice. They say that Julius, we want this as the true indirect statement. Julius is the accusative, is a strict master, esse. And here we want to say that it is said that Julius is a strict master, so we're going to go with nominatives. And there you go. Let's look at exercise 4. Here we have practice with superlatives and comparatives. A temple is a place, sacer, and of building, sacrum. So we need to match our case number and gender for our adjectives, and notice that this adjective, celeberimus, when you have an er adjective, it forms its superlative like this. Okay, let's look at exercise number 5, which is question and answer. Why is the city of Rome located on hills? Go ahead and answer that in Latin, and I'll see you in the exercise.